First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 72. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
72.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Wait, 20! Check. Mike, 36. Shadow! 36.
There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Mike, 36. Mike, 30 seconds.
Bound to lose one. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Oh, you get a headache. Oh, you get a
From the gun, it's Brady. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
31's the Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Check.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field.
19 Lion.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Ooh, he's running. He's running.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see the...
And this will be caught at the 30.
It's sad they paid me.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Hey, check it.
25, check 25, check 25. Switch.
Rip.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Regular. Check. Motion to the backfield.
72.
Play action. Now it's Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
But y'all niggas playing head-to-head.
This often, a quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
Let me say you winning.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
16-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14. Buccaneers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
36 to Mike. Ricky.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, check it.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
To throw again, Brady. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Rip.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Dude, unguardable,
This is where
man.
leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's
Yeah,
time
you
now
gotta-
to lean on
gotta,
that leadership.
X Factor with 99 speed and 6'4" like Randy Moss, maybe. But
well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
The catch made by Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
Hey, goal 66.
Quick pass out to Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Buccaneer first down.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Hey, Alabama. Regular.
Again, it's Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
Brady's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Brady again. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Trying to tell you, dog.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Go ahead and plays $100 to Super Bowl winner. Lining it up now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week. Because
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here.
Telling, all right, watch.
Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot.
Make sure you put that game on TV.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively.
That nigga Randy Moss ran past him.
But how about that good first step towards forcing them
that
to
shit
settle
fake,
for at least
bro.
3
I'm
points?
telling you, dog.
I
I
think
told you, man. Y'all
right
thought
now.
I was tripping. Y'all thought I was tripping
and
that
change the
day, man.
momentum.
I was complaining, dog. Shut up, bitch.
And 2nd and 10.
Hey, 3-5.
Again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Hey.
A 14-yard
Yeah,
touchdown.
told you.
And
They
the
just
Lions
standing
are
right
able to
there
grow
looking,
their
right,
lead.
letting Randy Moss run right
And
past
that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950.
He's in a cover 4 drop, dog. He's supposed to be someone back there, dog. That's literally his assignment. Is to hold the back of the end zone.
Tied it as well. And
Literally his
assignment.
assignment.
Here one more time. Phenomenal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nah, he probably in a party on his phone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got
cool
a great
with
break
Randy
on the
Moss,
ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Sending 3. I can see one play every blue moon. Every fucking play.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone.
He's still going to freeze the
Touchdown,
DBs.
Detroit.
Fucking me. Look at
25
that. Look at
yards for the touchdown. And the Lions
Look
have
at
got
that.
it on cruise control.
I conceded. Fuck that
And that,
nigga.
boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record
Nah. I conceded. Nah, when I conceded, it was like
How about that? Because so many things have to go
I
right
conceded.
in
It
order
was
for
like the
to happen.
fourth quarter
Not
when I
just him
conceded.
catching the
It was like
passes,
fourth quarter.
someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Nah, he been.
Offense set to begin their next possession.
Nah, he
And
been
last
having
time
that
out, went
rule.
for
I
it
ain't gonna lie. He been having it ever since JH started that shit.
And my goodness, another
JH started that shit, man.
Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's
He
the
started
last
that
they've seen of him in
shit when
this game.
JH was
Probably including
like
himself. If this
motherfuckers
were
up by
baseball,
20-something points.
the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football,
I do that shit
you might have to go
anyway. I
stand
don't
on the
give a
sideline
fuck.
and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
You ain't finna goddamn me put up 100 on me with the blitz plays.
He's going to wind up and air it out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And who?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Kim Day.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on. As
No, Kim, she got a big crush on
Seems to be the
Kim.
front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
She didn't say the titty part, but she said that she said she felt like she said King.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Shit she said.
From the gun, Brady.
Well, I got a lot.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
72.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Nah, Justin Reed can do that, but not little ass Bob Sanders on Mike Evans. Man, you acting like if he would have did what you was. How you gonna tell somebody what to do and you ain't never beat him?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open
This
man
touchdown,
Lamb, it's
dog.
complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Bucs take over first and 10.
3-5.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time
Hey, let
turned
me
it
finish
over,
the
went
season
4 on 4th,
now,
didn't
man.
get it.
Why you
They're
acting
lucky,
like a
though,
hoe,
because no
dog?
points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Why, bro?
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta
the
give a lot
third
of credit
seed
to
with
their
the chance to be the
defensive
first
teammates,
seed.
don't they? They had their backs on
I
that
can't
last
even
series,
finish the season.
and because they did so,
I said I was
that
leaving
allows the
after the
coach to still
season.
stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And 6 at the 40-yard line.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Watch the second reload. Second reload.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
99 speed.
Oh, this is just crazy.
Nah, man, you gotta close out, dog. If you can see it, it's gonna stay. It's gonna say the stats. Nah, hell nah. You want to just play head up, 0-0. Oh. That's defeating the purpose, nigga. You supposed to give him 14.
Yo. What's up? Nah, my account got suspended. The 5. Yeah, it's way better than the Xbox. They don't let you play on the 5 on the 4 on Madden. You gotta pay separately, or they come with both of them. I'll download that bit.
Man, that dude gonna beat the fuck out of you 3-5, man. I'm talking about 3-5. He gonna beat the 3-5. 3-5 think he can compete with that dude. Talking about he gonna put Deion Sanders on Randy Moss. Randy Moss gonna have 5 touchdowns on that nigga. Man, that ain't no scheme about that, dog. That's straight abilities. Because how you was putting routes out there that can be man-to-man coverage, and that nigga corners is sticking with that shit.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Now
that's the only way he hitting with a 60-something if he got his in.
At their own 36-yard line.
This and well, yeah, you can use it. You can use his in and play now too, dog. It's not just on my player.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first
He had
down.
his in. You can shoot ends. If you got his in, Shaq can shoot threes. If you got his in.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky, because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's at the 40, 30, 10, 5. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Man, say Shaq, dog. You beating around the bush.
Way up there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10. At their own
It's a couple of centers that can hit threes 3-5, man.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation.
Hit threes.
Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this for free.
Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Got recorded a couple of times.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Buccaneers,
Which one? On which one?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
All you do is sit in the paint. Shit.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
I had a two-way. I had a two-way.
21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
31 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Check three, check three. Hey, switch gears. He's crossing. He's checking. Ozzy. Check three.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Is a bitch.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Lions' 26-yard line.
Go, D. Let's go. Check it.
Get up on this whole 20, man. Got me an ounce of wax.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
That THC shit, you know what I'm saying?
Operating from the gun. Brady eluding the pressure right.
You talking about wax?
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Hey, 3-5, bro.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy one. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
That nigga slow as
Extra point splits the uprights.
CeeDee Lamb slow
and the lead is up to 18 now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Yeah, they're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Little Bob Sanders. When you play him 3-5.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
See this Dion that you keep shooting at.
From the gun,
Brady.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
It's coming,
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Regular. Check like 39. Check like 39. Stay with your man. Hey, check like 39. Check like 39.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready? Check like 39. 19 Lions. Hey, check like.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court.
I ain't never asked you for
layups,
much,
the whole
man.
deal.
But whenever you play 3-5, make sure you put 100 points on him,
They open the
dog.
lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Lions 28, Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
Oh, shit.
No gain.
Hey, they
there on
finna announce the
2nd and
verdict
10.
to that Derek Chauvin nigga.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
It's finna go down. Shit. It's looking like
Check like 39. Check like 39.
the nigga that killed George Floyd.
Hey, check alert. Check like 39. Go.
Yeah, the nigga that killed George Floyd. They finna announce the verdict.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Nah, he ain't getting that. They finna, they gon'
Again, they'll throw with
They
Brady.
gon'
He sets up the screen to Jones.
But they gon' find him
No
guilty
gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
He'll
That
probably
was a
just
simple
get like
throw
10
and catch,
years.
but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get
Nah,
it to
he
him. He
gonna
could
get
make a
about
man or
10.
two miss,
Nah.
but that window closed quickly.
Remember the lady that went in that apartment and shot that
Had the
one nigga in
completed
his
pass,
apartment?
but for
That
no
cop,
gain, stopped
she
right at the
only got
line,
like,
so it's
she only
2nd
got,
and
what,
10.
like 5, nigga. Shit, Derek Chauvin to the good, dog. He gonna get like 10 years, bro. They don't never give no max penalty for somebody that killed the black
He
person, dog.
rifles
That
one
just
that's
don't happen.
intercepted. picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go street. 39. Check Mike 39. You're trash. You're trash. Hey, check Mike 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Stay loose.
A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Rip. Check Mike 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39. Alert! 39. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. No chance.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean,
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 65 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Hearing that, he's got a man complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 64 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But it really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Y'all niggas
Picked
smoking
off at the
on, bro.
36.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Woo, yeah!
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A quick toss outright. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Brady going to throw. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 9.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Madden back
a big play there. 55 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point.
All he doing is he got.
And the route is on here in this first half.
I'm telling you, bro. He got Randy Moss.
The kickoff team on the field now is
he got Randy Moss on the streak and or on the deep post, dog.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin.
He's running the
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Brady going up top for Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He glitching.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's get off the field. Hey, check that.
Your team over there lighting up on niggas.
Check 26, check 26. Rig alert, tighten up.
But you can't.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
He probably training them.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32.
Way to go, boy. Where's it start, now?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's the
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Lions 63, Buccaneers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, what's the purpose of the ebook? That's somebody playbook they made. Like, what is
An
it?
incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
I swear to God, I don't know the ebook.
Throwing again.
I
Brady.
hear. I mean, you know, I hear
right.
about it, but what is it? Like, if I want to buy it,
And now here is another interception.
if I want to buy
Picked
ebook,
off near the
like,
34.
what is it?
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated.
Tell me what it
And if you're
is,
a
bro.
receiver,
Like, what
you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
So
He's going to
it's
fire one
basically
deep left sideline.
It's a custom play.
And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing is Brady on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Let's go! Shadow!
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. It got his man complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Watch tight end right.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And under the Lions' pressure. He's brought down. Trey Flowers. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
3 and out.
Check it, reload.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Check it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And not a great punt here, out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On play action, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as this. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
Here we go. Let's get him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Lions 84, Buccaneers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
31's the mic.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. The 20. 10.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
His kick is good.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's going to be not guilty.
They'll outplay from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
84, Buccaneers 24.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Watch the slant.
He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
You. Slam.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 91, Buccaneers 24.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
I feel like it was easier to pass.
I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well,
this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
Receivers, dog. I don't know.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yeah.
On first down, Brady. He's got it.
Bitch
And
is 6 in the
somewhat
morning
of a
on
measure
the
of
dot.
revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many
It's either
flashbacks
him-
right
it's
now. I
either
remember
him or
getting beat down
Glass.
like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Him and his boy Kobe Hill, boy, they
The
smoke the
Detroit
shit out that
offense
crack.
ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them
Boy
at
over
this
there on
point.
that ice cream.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that going to be incomplete.
That
Too
nigga
tough
was
to hold on to
scoring. I
that
thought
one.
that
It's
was
second
street
down.
ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver
Don't tear
dominated.
it up, bro.
Good yardage after
Okay,
the
so
catch.
hang
Is
on.
that play good for
So,
30 and a first?
What happened if dude get charged goods?
Now they'll throw here
But
out of the gun.
he
He's
get
going to let
5.
this go. Back of the end
No,
zone.
hang on, though. Let me
And
finish. They
incomplete
only.
on the deep ball.
After what they
No, that's
faced
what
during
I'm.
this
No,
game,
hang
where
on,
they
though.
give
Let
up
me
a ton of
finish.
yards
He get
downfield,
found
that has to be a
guilty,
measure of
and he
revenge
but
right there for
his
the
punishment
secondary.
only
They've
like
been
5
shredded throughout
years,
the
5,
game,
10 years.
and finally
You
forced
think
an
people
incompletion.
gonna take the streets
So
behind
after the
that shit?
incompletion
I
on
think they
first,
will.
now 2nd and 10.
So,
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown.
yeah,
And the blowout
yeah.
continues.
Well, business as usual
That
for
nigga
them.
do
Well
be
on the
sounding
way
like
to another
that.
victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far,
Hey, that
they haven't
nigga
met their
sound like he
match.
do it. Hey,
So if
that
you're gonna
nigga
play
sound
this
like a
team in the
straight
future,
Cali nigga,
your
though.
mission is clear. You better be ready to
That
play
nigga sound like a
and match
straight
their
Cali
firepower.
nigga, man.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Y'all want to see a dead
Set
body?
now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards
that's
deep.
funny, man.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will cost him about a dozen yards or so, but his guys do indeed get the football back. throw now on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case,
I would have been a quit, no cap.
Big in the fourth quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively.
Yeah,
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Shit, I done put up 100 on 3-5.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going down. Hey, turn it up so I can hear it on the mic. Turn it up so I hear it on the mic.
3rd and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion.
Yeah, he might get hung now, fool. I ain't gonna lie.
Guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15.
Found guilty. Damn. Hell yeah. That's his bitch ass. That nigga know he fucked. He ain't gonna survive in prison, bro. Nigga, it's killers everywhere in that hole, man. Hey, if you got some money, if you got some money, you can touch a nigga in PC, man. You know how many of them NBA niggas, man, go in that hole? Steven Jackson and them probably got motherfuckers in the penitentiary that can look at that nigga. Come on, man. Okay, what that mean? Shit. Man, they finna smoke that nigga in prison, dog. Bro, Charleston White is in the free world. Charleston White ain't in prison, and he in the free world. They got real laws and shit in the free world. And where he going, where Chavin going, he gonna get looked at in there, dude. That PC shit ain't gonna matter. If what he gonna be, what is he gonna be, locked down 23 hours in his cell? He gonna be locked down 23 hours in his cell. He still, he was he was found not guilty. Cause he out in the free world, not prison. Yeah, bro. He like, bro. He. Yeah, they was having like a little it was like a march or something, right, or a protest. They end up smoking the laws. Yeah, that's how cutthroat. I don't know how you Chicago niggas is. Down here, yeah, man, we cutthroat, man. We done smoked the president. We smoking laws. We doing all that down here, man. They finna do away with the death penalty, though. Nah, that shit is some hoe ass shit, man. Roy wake up every morning and don't brush his teeth, dude. Yeah, that won't happen until. Nah, that don't happen until a couple of days, man. It's gonna be a couple of days, bro. This is just for the verdict, dog. His sentencing ain't gonna be in. It might be like 2 days from now. He guilty on everything, bro. That man finna get 20+ years, bro. He not getting no 5 years on no second degree and manslaughter, bro. Well, nah, that's Minneapolis though. That's Minneapolis. In Texas, yeah, it's out of there. If you second degree and manslaughter, you getting 20+ years, dude. I ain't know he might get off. Shit, this shit might been playing. Hey man, we gonna have to give you guilty, man, but we gonna give you 8 years, man. When you get out, we got 1 million waiting on you, dog. Just don't say nothing. You see, hey, you see that one black lady that went on there. She a government official too. She like the senator or something out there. She said something. She said like if Chauvin would have been found innocent or something, she said that shit. She would be supporting the motherfuckers going out fucking shit up.